artists aren't making as much money off of the music now due to streaming, and that it is disrespectful to kind of tell an artist that, hey, put the music out and then you'll be lucky to go viral and then you could get a brand deal somewhere.
Right. Maybe.
If you're lucky, you know what I'm saying? That sucks. But you know, the consistency, I look at somebody like Russ, who again, shouts to Russ, who I saw him through all these years trying to figure it out. But what he did is he never stopped putting out music, and he was doing it cheaply. He was doing it through TuneCore, or I think it was TuneCore that he was messing with at the time. It could have been DistroKid, but he's putting these records out. And then and it took years, nobody was listening. And then once like Losing Control starts to blow up, then the catalog, the high tide raises the boats. So, you know, one of the great things that Russ did is that he never gave up. He kept consistently putting out music, almost in the Currency style. I think he was doing a song a week. And then when he caught one, when Kylie Jenner is all of a sudden putting Losing Control on her Snapchat, back when Kylie Jenner was on Snapchat and that was a thing, and all it took was one snap and your song is out of here. Oh, who's this record? Who's this Russ guy? Oh, I like this record. What else does he have? And now he has this catalog for you to listen to, and the high tide raises the boat. So he has some songs, but then people start listening to everything, and he has enough of a volume of a catalog to now that streaming money that's coming in is healthy, you know?
And he really understands the back end, right? The business of it. And I think that's really important, because it almost just feels like it's a secret, right? Like only a few people understand how to make money on the back end. It seems, in my opinion, I'm not an artist, but even me, someone who's been doing this for a very long time, 18 years in radio, I couldn't even tell you the back end of how an artist really makes money, especially in this day and age. Like it almost feels impossible if you're not touring.
Yeah. The only time we learned was when TLC, remember when Left Eye broke it down?
That was so, listen, I have so, that was such a pivotal moment for us, seeing that on MTV. And I had actually pitched the content idea to somebody, and they weren't ready for it. But that was a pivotal, and they put the math on the screen.
Straight up, she was circling. So this is how much we come away with after paying our manager, our label back for this. So there's always like artists, I don't think when they sign their deals, I don't think they realize how much money that their advance is stuff they got to pay back.
Right.
So all them private jets, you got to pay that back.
Yeah.
That studio time, you got to pay it back.
And let me walk that back. When I said I didn't need to redline my writing contract, it was a one-pager. I was only locked in for one thing. Artists definitely need to read their contract. It's designed. There's in there like in 2024, if you have manufacturing costs in your, like, nobody's making physical CDs, so you shouldn't be paying, like, there's all these like hidden fees in the, but and who you have to pay. Your lawyer has to get paid, your manager gets a percentage. But some artists, like, do you need a manager? Some artists are like, are you at the point that you have something to manage? Like, you know, I think the number one thing for artists is create and just put out music that you believe in, that you can stand behind, because it might boomerang back, you know, 5-10 years later. But yeah, it's tough out here.
It's really hard. And I think that's one of the videos that I love that you were talking about. Again, just, I'm so happy that you're sharing your perspective more. I mean, we talked about this. It is necessary. It is needed. And it is so important and so educational at the same time. But I want to talk about your thoughts on, you know, obviously Vultures 2 for Ye and Ty Dolla $ign. They are doing the model of selling it directly to fans versus going to streaming platforms, right? Why is that important? And is this something that you feel other artists are going to start doing more?
Yeah, I've heard of other artists who are also kind of planning to do this model for whatever reasons.